A school in Batangas has resumed classes after almost 2 weeks. Some businesses in Tagaytay, meanwhile, have already opened shop, beginning a difficult road to recovery. Jenny Dongan with the story.
It's been close to 2 weeks since students at the Colegio de Batangas last set foot on their school ground. Since Taal Volcano erupted on January 12, classes have been disrupted in the entire province. But Governor Dodo Mandanas has now given the green light for the resumption of classes in colleges and universities outside the volcano's 14-kilometer danger zone. But classes in secondary and primary levels remain suspended.
Yung risk of eruption, 30% na lamang muli. Okay? At narinig nyo, yung number of tremors bumaba. At yung earthquake sa Mabini, kahiwalay.
But despite the school assuring preparedness for the worst-case scenario, students still fear for their safety.
Need prayer talaga na maging safe kasi especially nasa third floor kami. And then kailangan po maging alert na lang din kami kung whatever man po yung maging announcement regarding po dun sa sa volcano.
Over at the Batangas State University, classes will resume on January 27 instead, as most students live within the 14-kilometer danger zone. But it's not only schools. Establishments are now back in business, including those in Tagaytay.
Pagbukas nito ay more on humanitarian consideration doon sa mga nawawala ng trabaho.
But it's going to be a slow road to recovery for the once booming businesses. This garden was severely damaged by the ashfall. That plants had to be sold at a discount. This meat vendor likewise had to work overtime. He used to sell out by 5 in the afternoon, but now he has to keep his shop open until 9.
Bira na napunta ang mga mamimili. Dati buto-buto 270. Ang laman ay 320. Ngayon yung bababa na.
143 Tagaytay establishments, including 23 accommodations and 92 restaurants, are now operational, with most taking baby steps to recovery. For News 5, Jenny Dongan, PR1 News.
Nearly 2 weeks after Taal first erupted, volcanic activity seems to be winding down, at least for the moment. PHIVOLCS says there is now only a 30% chance of a major eruption in Taal Volcano. But PHIVOLCS Director Renato Solidum says residents are still advised to stay in the evacuation centers.
Nandiyan na yung magma sa ilalim. At so ang tanong dyan, tutuloy pa ba siya o titigil muna siya? Sa history ng Taal Volcano, ulitin ko lang, hindi pa rin nagtatapos yung kanyang istorya. Kasi minsan may mga pagitan ng buwan o taon ang pagitan ng mga eruptions, lalong-lalo na nandito na yung magma na nag-resupply.
Alert level 4 is still in effect over Taal Volcano as officials warn of a possible base surge. In the meantime, this is how Taal Volcano currently looks like from outer space. U.S. astronaut Christina Koch took this image of Taal from the International Space Station. The image has been making the rounds online. Cabinet officials are recommending a total permanent ban within the 14-kilometer danger zone around Taal Volcano. But this could mean displacement of up to 1 million people from several towns around Taal Lake. Marian Enriquez with the story.
Taal Volcano's eruption has affected more than 300,000 individuals, putting life in most part of Batangas at a standstill. Because of this, the president has asked Congress for a 30 billion peso supplemental budget. In an interview with the chiefs, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III said it would be wise to use the budget for permanent relocation sites.
You spend billions for these band-aid solutions.
Yes.
And then, they go back to more strategic solution. Permanent relocation. Get them out of the 15-kilometer danger zone.
Duque noted majority of cabinet members agree with this. The Science and Technology Department has also recommended the implementation of a hazard-sensitive land use plan to determine areas where human settlement should be banned.
So, kung delikado, napakadelikado tulad dito at yung mga lapit sa Taal Island, dapat walang tao, either gagamitin mo yung lupa sa ibang pamamaraan.
But Fevox admits that execution will be a challenge.
Saan mo ililipat ang 300 to 400,000 na tao? Saang lugar ang mas ligtas?
Residents are split.
Payag na rin po kami dahil sa seguridad.
So hindi po kayo pabor?
Hindi po.
Bakit po?
Nandun po kami hanap buhay eh.
Batangas Vice Governor Mark Levista said that the LGU will still have to look into the proposal.
The provincial government is ready to provide land and develop housing if needed to develop a alternate community or even relocation site.
Governor Dodo Mandanas, meanwhile, appealed to local leaders and their constituents to strictly follow the lockdown policy. Mandanas even assured residents that the government will handle the purchasing of their surviving livestocks.
Bibilhin ang mga hayop na nasa pulo, isla ng Taal, Volcan, buhay o patay. Ano? Yung mga hayop na nasa 14 kilometers, bibilhin pagbuhay lamang.
Mayors of the affected areas are also asking the province to give them 2 million pesos each in initial assistance. But Mandana said they will first study the request. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.